are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Okay, good.
You said good? Okay,
I got my
awesome.
baby.
And
Thanks.
okay, you are. Hi. I'm just gonna start off by making sure. Do you pronounce your name as Arie?
Ari.
Irie. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. I'm Madeline. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
So I guess we can
Nice
get
to meet you too.
started.
Okay.
So hello everybody. Welcome to Ambition Amplified. So I'm gonna start off with asking you, how are you doing today?
One more time.
How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm really exhausted. I had a long day, but I'm
Oh,
okay.
don't worry about it. I had college classes today, so I just got home,
Oh
so I'm
yeah.
feeling you with the exhaustion. um, so first off, so we get some people to get to know you faster, can you describe yourself in 3 words for us?
Um, I would say silly, outgoing, and that's not one word. Silly, outgoing, and maybe like I don't know, silly, outgoing. I'm a little
Go,
comical.
go,
So,
perfect.
yeah, I play a lot. So that's really like the main one.
No, I love that. So one of the first questions I wanted to ask was why Chicago? What about Chicago inspires you as an artist?
Um, Growing up in Chicago, is just inspiring as is. Just being exposed to so much, like being exposed to like the things I was exposed to at an early age, like um, just the liberty of our city, the freedom and liberty of our city is just great. Um, even the rough patches of the city, like everything shapes character. So I just, I'm a Chicago girl.
Yeah.
I've been here my whole life. Well, I'm not in Chicago right now, but I moved out. Sometimes you got to get away, but I love Chicago.
Where are you based out of now?
I live in Indiana.
Oh, perfect. So not too far.
Yeah.
Okay. I also wanted to congratulate you on your recent release of Boss Bitch. It's been like a month, I think now.
And we had 2.3K.
Yay! And I wanted to say, like, yeah, you should be very, very proud of that. But I also wanted to ask, like, do you have any other projects that, like, were really, really special to you that you want to give a quick shout out?
I'm gonna always shout out my fuck your baby mama anthem. My that was my first song that went over 46.8K views on Instagram. It was crazy, like it was crazy. That's my favorite song forever. But it's the Sexy Red Bow Bow remix. Um, my I love Tito's
Mhm.
anthem. That's my favorite too. Like I love all my songs. They all like my babies.
Yeah. Um, Talking about that, like, I wanted to ask you, how did you get into making music?
So growing up, my dad was a rapper. So it's like, when I was younger, I spent a lot of time like watching my dad create music with my uncle and like both of my uncles, all my uncles, like they were like a group. And my dad was like really heavy into it when I was younger. So like we would like play, like play. And I always was a poet. Like I always like was a writer. I write all the time. Like I write everything. I have to write out everything. Like that's just me personally. I have to write out everything in order to function properly. Like writing is just my thing. So it's like at first I was doing the poetry thing because my mom and my daddy are like two totally
Mhm.
different people. And my mama I didn't think was gonna mess with it like that, but I always told my daddy like I wanna do it, I wanna do it, I wanna do it. And just watching my daddy do it, it just motivated me a little bit to like break out and really, really do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
okay, let me just once I got a certain age and I'm like, my mama can't, I'm paying for it myself. Like, let's just take a risk at it.
Yeah, it means so much more when you also see a family member do it. Like
Mm-hmm.
on my end, like my dad, when I was growing up, he was acting, and I went into film because of that. Like it's
Yeah.
beautiful when it's generational like that. I really admire that. We kind of brushed on it a little bit with your writing, but I do want to hear a little bit more about your creative process as well.
One more time.
About your creative process, I do want to hear a little bit more about, we talked about your
Okay, so
writing, but I want to hear
I
a
would
little bit
say
more.
personally, my creative process is different. It depends on the song. It depends on the
Hmm.
time, space I'm in my life. Like, The Bow Bow remix, like the Fuck Your Baby Mama song, it came from a lot of aggression. Like it
Mm.
came from a lot of things that I was going through, like in my personal life. So it's like when I heard the beat, I'm like, I got something to say. Like I gotta get it out. And I went in the studio and literally I wrote the song in like 10 minutes. Like I'm a writer. I'm not. I can freestyle. Like if I go out and have a crazy party wild night, I'll freestyle and then go crazy. Like everybody's like, you can freestyle, you freestyle. But I'm a writer, so
Mhm.
it's like when I hear beats or if I hear something, if I'm going through something or something and I hear a beat, it just like come out like water. I don't know. And it's like I'm not the artist that if I hear a beat and it takes me a minute, I'm not gonna keep
Mm.
working on it because it's like when I hear something, it comes so naturally. If I gotta sit there and wait for it, it's nothing there. Like that's just how I feel.
No, I love that. To kind of go off of that, you talked about like that one time that you were feeling like, aggressive, and so when the beat came on,
Yeah.
you were like, I know exactly what I want to do.
Yeah,
Like,
and
do you
then one of my songs, "Crazy Story," not
no,
the
no, no,
songs, but that
keep
was one
going.
of my earlier songs. Like earlier in my I've been dropping for 2 years now. That was like one of my second songs that I
Hmm.
dropped. One of my second songs I dropped the video to, and it was a very like angry song. Like everybody was like, oh, like because it was like I don't know if you're familiar with King Von Crazy Story, but it was like a remix to that, and it was like basically like I killed my boyfriend from cheating on me. It's like, of course, you know you're not really gonna kill your boyfriend,
Hmm.
but it's like it was like a realistic fiction story. So it's like it's stuff you really want to do that you can't do, but in your music you can do anything.
Yeah.
Like
Do you find
you
like,
can do absolutely anything.
yeah, through your music, is it like an alternate reality of like what
Yeah.
you dream about
So
doing?
yeah, like personally, that's really and not really to change the subject, but that's how Arie Destany really was created.
Mm.
Like personally, when I was growing up, I would say like I was a little insecure with myself. Like I never thought I was like the prettiest girl, or like I never thought like oh like I used to get like talked about for my eyebrows, like being the tallest girl. Like it was just so much that played a part into my security as a person. So it's like when I went to college and I found Arie Destany, it was like that's that girl. Like that's that girl. That's a whole different woman, okay? Like
Yeah.
and it's really like that. Like it's a different confidence, even like when I perform. Like that's a whole different person. And I try to explain it like I understand the Beyonce Sasha Fierce
Oh
thing.
yeah.
I understand. Like I really understand because it be like that. It really be like that for real.
No, like your eyes change like her. You lock in.
No, that's too far. But I understand like the difference, like the energy. It's a different energy. It's like I wouldn't say Arie Destiny will say some stuff I wouldn't
Mm.
say. I ain't gonna lie, like and that's how I tell people all the time. Like my artistry is so much different from me. That's why like my mixtape that's coming up, my Arie versus Arie Destiny mixtape, is really gonna show a difference between Arie and Arie Destiny because it's a difference. Like I be telling people, it's a difference. Okay, that girl, that's that girl. I'm just
That's
I'm
awesome.
innocent.
I love that. It's like your alter ego. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Kind of going off of that, like with your writing, do you find that like once you write, it's therapeutic to you? Like you're getting all of these thoughts that you kind of keeping inside out?
Yes, of course. Like, right. It's music that I have out, like songs that I have out that I would never drop. Like I have a song called Memory Lane. It was like one of my first songs I ever wrote. It was so personal. Like, I damn near was in the booth crying. Like, it was so personal to me because I was just going through so much at the time, and it was like that was the only outlet I had at the time. So it's like music is so personal to me, especially a lot of my projects that I have out. Like every one of them are something personal to me. That's why they all hit different. Even the party songs, like everything have a story. Everything. It's not one song you could ask me about that don't have a story behind it. Like literally. But
Yeah.
that's because I'm a writer. Like it's like storytelling a little bit to me.
No, I love that. I think that's what's so like beautiful about it is that even people who are not feeling those emotions at the time when listening to your music, they can relate and go back to those moments with you. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about, what do you want your audience to, take away from your music after listening to one of your songs?
Um, like it just depends on the vibe. Like I always want my artistry to give genuine and real. Like I
Mm-hmm.
want it to always be real. Like I want somebody to hear my music like, oh yeah. And I always want it to be I always wanted to be lyrical. I'm a lyrical person. Like I'm a person of words. So I always want it to be something that something can be taken away from my music. Like I don't want it to just be, even if I do make a song like that, it's at least 3 or 4 bars in a song that made you like, oh, hold on, let me rewind that because he just snapped. You know what I'm saying? Like I always want it to be relatable, genuine, and real. I don't want it to be nothing just for publicity or nothing for people to just get views or nothing just because it sounds good or it's catchy. Like I'm not that type of girl. Like
Mm-hmm.
all my music, it gotta say something. It gotta have bar. Oh, it's always a bar with her. It always gotta be a bar with me.
Yeah.
Like it always gotta be a pun or something in there. Like yeah, for real.
No, I can totally see that. Like with every single like line, you have a specific intention. I also kind of want to talk about your music videos too, especially your Boss Bitch one. I loved it.
Ah,
Like the pink to the
thank you.
costumes, like or the outfits to like the Barbie poster or the Barbie
Mm,
photo on the wall. Like everything was so intentional. I wanted to
yeah,
ask you, like how important are music videos to you to kind of showing your artistic persona and showing like the story of the song?
yeah. So I have, I have, I think I have 10 projects out. I have 10 projects out and I have 9 videos out. Videos are everything to me because it's you can always go look like you can hear me like somebody can play it on iTunes all day, but if they type my name in on YouTube, like oh, looking back to that, you can see, and I'm about my business. Like it's quality of everything. Like whatever I gotta pay for it to look like that, you can go down the line with any of my videos. It's probably one video with bad quality, and that was like one of the first ones. Like, I feel like that show how serious you are about your music. It shows what you're investing in. Like, it gives something to look at. It's movies. Like, you literally
Yeah.
can go and watch back to back movies of me and see the different parts of my artistry. And I love that. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, and also to see how like you've grown throughout these years as well.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy, right? I've been
yeah.
watching it like it's only been 2 years. Hello.
Now it's like 2022 to 2024. I was like, there's such a difference. Like,
Yeah.
but I
And
wanted to talk about.
now I'm just becoming more aesthetically pleasing as a woman. I feel like when I first started music, it was 2 years ago. I was like 23. Like I was just a different woman. Like every year I just become a little different. And I don't want to be categorized in a box. I'm an artist. I don't want to be a rapper. I don't want to be a singer. I'm an artist. So if I drop a song of me talking a whole 2 or 3 minutes, I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that? That's not even a song. It is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Artistry, I feel like, is whatever you make it. And I sing, I write poetry. Like, I'm a writer. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if anybody want to categorize me, I'm an artist. Like, I don't want to categorize myself as just a rapper or none of that. Like, that's why I said, like, even future projects, just to give a little tea. I am starting poetry again. I'm starting my poetry page
Really?
back, so it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna drop some videos on my YouTube channel for that. Like, I'm getting in a whole different like flow of things. Like, cause who's to say rap is gonna be forever for me? Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to do shows and be outside, popped out all the rest of my life. So
No, I love that. Would you ever do like a, would you ever write a poetry book and like publish it?
I
Good.
would. And I'm a sucker for love a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Arie Destany not. But Arie, she's a sucker for love. Like, so, Arie might decide to do something like that one day.
No, I love that. I'm in a poetry class right now, and all we read is like poems about grief
Yes.
and like dying. And I'm like,
Yes.
I need some poems about love and about like relationships and like a field of flowers or something. Like every day, it's
Yeah.
it's grief poems, which are beautiful too. But I
No,
like to mix
for real.
it. I also want to talk to you about like the process of the Boss Bitch music video as well. Like, how was it filming with that?
It was okay. So I love the fact that you asked me that because it's like it's never what it looks like on camera. Like
Mm-hmm.
it came out so good, like, and it was so stressful. it
No, I
was my
bet.
2 year anniversary, and my problem is it's not really a problem, but I'm just like I'm the type of girl, I always have a countdown going for something. Like I make everything so dramatic, long out, and big. Like So every anniversary, like I'm celebrating the 2-year anniversary, then I'm celebrating the boss. Like it's like I'm always celebrating something. So it's like at the event, it was so much going on because I had models, I had coordinators, I had a feature on the song. So I had to get her out here. She's from Atlanta. It was just a lot. Like it was a lot. But I'm so grateful for my cameraman. Oh my God, shout out to AB. He just made it so much better. Like and even though it was things that could have been better, like everything is a learning experience. Like every time I do a video, I realize like what I want to do different. Like and I'm lately about my visuals. I'm not just doing. I'm an artist. Like I'm gonna keep stressing that. Like I don't want to just keep doing a video standing somewhere like, oh yeah, like rapping, and then it's nothing. Like I want it to be art. Like I'm a fan of Missy Elliott. Like I like dancing. I'm a dancer. I was vice president of a dance team for 3 years in college. Like I have real artist background. Like I do a lot. So I have multiple talents and multiple gifts. So it's like when it comes to certain things with my music, like in videos and stuff like that, I really have video planograms where I plan, okay, this thing. That's why for Boss Bitch, I had each scene like written out. Like I had my sister make me up a whole layout because I was working 2 jobs at the time. It was no way I was gonna do that. But I had hired my sister basically, like, you know what I'm saying? My sister, Karen Tracy Designs. If you guys not tuned in, go tune into that. She do have a fashion show. When is that show? November 1st. Tune in. But yeah, she's also a creative director. So she was basically helping me with things of that sort. My cameraman is an awesome creative director. Like he has great vision. Like AV vision is crazy. Like so far, I would say that's the best cameraman I work with vision. Like I love having a cameraman with vision. That makes the videos even more epic because they see stuff you don't even see. Like you know what I'm saying? So it was a struggle at first because it was a lot of people, and then you know time is money. So I paid for all that. Like we gotta get the execution done because we ain't paying no more hours to be here. So I was on a strict time frame. It was a lot, but we got it done. It was cool.
I'm glad that it worked out because it's a very good music video. Like it's I really like it.
I appreciate that. It's going up. I did not expect it to go up like that. Like I was so nervous about it because it's a different song from all of my songs. Like a lot of my songs are very Chicago. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I really launched myself in more of a category. And I'm breaking out of that category before I start touching my bigger fan base because I have so many entities to me. Like I don't want to just put myself in a box because of where I come from.
No, and I think also with this music video, like I'm glad that you're going into this direction because like it showed so much of your personality, which I was so like drawn to as well. Like I was like, this is somebody who like likes to have fun, who's like a diva and like so cool. Like I loved it. Like when you were in the tub, like throwing the bubbles, I was like,
really appreciate it.
It was great. I also want to talk about, like, as you said, you had Messy Benji who featured on that song as well. I want to talk about
Missy
Benji.
No, it's okay.
I want to talk about like you've also previously featured on other artists' songs as well. I want to talk about like the importance of collaboration to you as well.
I love a good collab. Like one thing about me, I'm gonna slide on somebody's song. Like I do all features for free. Look, I don't have no problem with like. Only thing is sometimes it get overwhelming because my DM is full of features right now. Like I trying to make my music and I have a problem with just sliding on people's songs and just demolishing the song and just leaving. Like I have a problem with that. I love a good collaboration. Not gonna lie, I haven't featured too many people on my songs. Like Missy Benji was the first feature I had ever. And that's one of my childhood, like that's like my big sister. I grew up with her for a very long time. So it's like the collaboration was so natural. But I love collaborating. I'll do a feature with anybody. Like if the song turned out, if the song is not that good, I do expect people to give me a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like everything, like I said, like I gotta hear it and it gotta come out like water. If it's not coming out like water, I'm on to the next. Like I'm not waiting around, like trying to make a song or force a song. Like it don't take me nothing to write a song. I can write a song in literally 5-6 minutes, and then literally had a whole base. I can have a whole base of the song. Now the verses probably ain't gonna be done, but I can have an idea of what the song is. So you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do hear features that people want me on, and it's like everything's not good. We gotta be honest and be real with reality. Like everything's not good. So it's like it's some songs I can make better and it's some songs I can't. Like, but I still hop on, but people be like, you gonna do my feature, you gonna do my feature. Like you gonna have to pay me at that point. Like you gotta give me a second. But I love collaborating. That's like one of my favorite things to do for real.
Perfect. Do you also find that it's like helped you grow as an artist too with like your own personal confidence?
So, T, on me, my first song I ever did was a feature. Like I started doing features. So one of my friends, her name is Miss Muffy, um, she was rapping when I first met her. And I always had the idea, but I never seen nobody like really shooting video. Like of course like the famous people and stuff like that, but like I never had a friend like somebody like right with me that like go do shows and stuff like that. So when she introduced me to the world, it was like okay, so I was hopping on her features. Like that's all she kept. You want to get on this song? You want to get on this song? We literally have song after song. We literally about to go to the studio Friday to start getting some of this stuff out here, cause she had ended up having a baby and stuff. So it was just a lot. But my first song was a feature. Like that was the first confidence jump I had ever, and I jumped on the song. And when she heard it, everybody heard it. They like, yeah, you playing. Like you need to get out here. And then during COVID, we had did a music review show and I really was just a host. Like I wasn't doing music or anything at the time, but I would like be playing on there. We'd be singing and stuff like that. Everybody like, oh my God, you can sing. Oh my God, you can rap. Like you need to do it. So then I met so many friends. Like literally the year of COVID, I met so many artists and friends from the music review show that literally became personal friends of mine. That's like, yeah, you need to rap. Like you playing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, features actually pushed me to be where I am today, honestly. And I'm really appreciative to my friend for pushing me because she really did push me for real.
No, I'm glad they pushed you too. Like, do you have any advice for like artists who are nervous to reach out to like other artists to ask for collaborations? Do you have any advice?
Me personally, my biggest advice is make it make sense to the artist. Like I always my first offer is money. Like I come serious. Like I don't play games because money talks. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you don't have everything, talk budget. You know what I'm saying? Like collaborating with an artist, nobody has to do nothing for free, especially if somebody built their fan base. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like when it comes down to collaborating, of course, like you would love a free feature with somebody, especially if it's somebody that's known or upcoming. But when you want it for real, you can't be scared to pay however much it costs. You can't be scared of putting your neck out there. Expect like you know what I'm saying. Then not to say it like that, but we live in Chicago. People are not friendly in Chicago. We're not friendly people. We're not. And we can just be real about it. You know what I'm saying? We're not friendly people. Like, it's not like, okay, it'd be like, who is that? She want to feature with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's GP. Like, literally. Like, I done had this girl from New York reach out to me. She was like, girl, I was so scared to talk to you because people from Chicago are just so aggressive sometimes. And it's like, that's just how we was raised. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people are going to be like that. Sometimes people are going to be a little uppity, but some people are not. Like, I done DM multiple people for features who done became friends of mine and never responded about a feature. And now that I'm on my own 10, you know what I'm saying? Now they want features. You know what I'm saying? So it's about showing how serious you are as an artist. Like, I never take a no as a never. Like, I don't take it personal. Just because the person say no now, 3 years or maybe even 6 months from now, they're going to be back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going on over here. So, but I really think as an artist or anybody that's pushing music, like money talks. Don't expect nothing for free or for cheap, and expect quality. Like,
Yeah, and like
you gotta pay for it.
yeah, I love your point about like don't get discouraged, like just keep going as well.
Yeah.
I know you said that you don't like label yourself as just a rapper, but I did want to talk about, being like a female rapper in like a predominantly like male dominated space. Like how do you feel like it's really important to advocate for yourself so that you're constantly like being given the space, or do you find that it's never been like an issue?
Are you saying like as far as like with males or just period?
Just in like in period with like the music scene. Like have you like how do you encourage people to not get discouraged when it comes to like making more space for female rappers?
Um, I would say as a female, I feel like even when Um, I'm sorry, that was my
Oh,
mom.
no, don't worry.
I feel like when I dropped the crazy story, I got so much backlash from the male that's why I asked the male specifically, because it's a thing with like the female masculinity and have to defend herself and have to be on go and force herself to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think I'm just a little misunderstood because people don't know me. Like I have 9 brothers. Like I have nine
Wow.
brothers.
9
Like
brothers?
I have one little sister, and she's my little
Wow.
sister on my dad's side. So sometimes it's a little different. Like you don't grow up, but in the household with me, I grew up with 4 boys. Like, and it's me. So it's like I've always had to advocate for myself. I always had to. No, y'all not looking over me. No, we're not gonna play the game. No, we're finna do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I've always had to do that. So it's like I don't know if it was just natural for me to whereas it didn't feel like I had to press it. It's just like I'm naturally like that. Like I'm gonna command the whole room.
No, I love that. Like
to make room for me.
that's
You don't have a choice but
yeah,
to.
yeah, I think that's inspiring. You're like, this is my space and I'm gonna take it. Like that's exactly what I feel like a lot of us, and especially like young girls, need to hear, is that like this
Mm-hmm.
is our space. We deserve it too. And I love that. I look up to that.
Yeah.
um I wanted you to ask you, what advice do you have for, female artists who are wanting to get into music but feel like nervous or discouraged?
Um, I would say, personally, just chase your dream. Like, I was nervous for a while. I allowed like how my mom opinion or what I felt like, cause my mom loves my music, and at first I was like, dang, she's not gonna like it, cause my mom was big on me like going to school. Like I grew up in church, so it was like a lot of stuff. My mama didn't raise me to like just be as vocal as I am about my sexual preferences, my body, like she didn't she sometimes be like, okay, Aria, you know what I'm saying? But be confident in yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I lacked confidence for a while, which is why I feel like it took me so long to get to where I am now. Cause now I'm so confident it don't even matter. Like I don't care if somebody don't like something I'm wearing, something anything. Like you gotta get to a point where it's your world because it's your dream. And it's either you gonna let it pass you or you gonna do everything to make it come to pass and living your dream. Like living your dream is totally possible. You don't have to be nervous about it, and you'll be happier. Like I'm much more happier now that I'm making decisions that I really want to make. Like when I was growing up, some stuff I really wanted to do, but I didn't because of my mom. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I don't want my mom to be mad at me. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Instead of really living my truth on who I really am. So just accept your individuality, however that comes. If it means like some somebody don't like it, if that's what you want, chase that.
Yeah. I bet it's so freeing now too. Like you have this like new
Yes,
glow
it
because you're
is.
doing what you want. Yeah.
And it's crazy because a lot of my friends say that. Like a lot of people that knew me before I started doing music, it's like one of my friends, I just saw him. I haven't seen him in a while. He lives in Iowa, but we grew up in the same neighborhood together, and I just saw him for the first time in a long time. He like you just got a
Yeah.
whole different walk, talk, like you just a whole different woman. And it's like, really though? Yeah, like for
No.
real. Once
Like when
Arie Destany was born, it was a wrap. Like it was a
yeah.
wrap.
Like when you
For
start
real.
like living for yourself, a whole world is opened up like as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
you now have a whole world. I could tell that too because like I was looking at your photos and like the photo shoots that you do and like how you're
Mm-hmm.
like a model as well. Like how has that
Yeah.
helped you too?
I'm getting into modeling too.
Good.
You said
I'm
what?
glad.
Yeah.
I was
It was hard at first because I'm a taller woman. So it's like in my body, I'm thicker. So it's like I don't do like runway and stuff, but like I love photo shoots. Like I feel like it's nothing makes you feel better than looking cute and taking pictures.
yeah.
Like nothing makes you feel cuter. Like and then it just boosts your confidence even more. And then you start noticing different things or different ways that you like to pose or it's just a confidence builder to me. Doing photo shoots and stuff like that, it helps me push my confidence because I did struggle with my confidence for a while. And it took me a minute to really get confident in myself, like how I am today.
Mhm.
Like, especially when I was younger, like it took a minute. But, you know, now I'm here.
Now you're here. I love that. I I was like, what was I? Wait, how tall are you? You said you were a taller woman, so you couldn't do runway. How tall are
Oh,
you?
yeah, I'm 5'10".
Oh, you could totally do that. Are you kidding me? Like, some of like I feel like how tall are models? Like it's like 5'9" to like 5'11". I think you
Yeah,
can.
but they be skinny. I'm like
Oh,
210 pounds now.
come on. Like,
Look, I'm
did
a
you
little
see the
chunky mama.
Victoria's Secret runway recently? Like there was
Yeah,
so
I
much like
did.
beauty.
It
Like
was
come on.
crazy. They look good too.
They
I
look
was
good.
messing with it. But you know, I'm going my first real shoot that I'm gonna be involved in. I'm going to New York in December, and I'm doing my first real shoot with like my actual clothing line. So it's like I'm getting into the world. I'm getting into the fashion world.
Good.
Cause I was doing some research, like I've been doing a lot of research, like as far as like money and economics,
Mhm.
and it's like music is a good business, but it's a lot of businesses out here and a lot of money out here in these other fields. Like fashion is $1 billion
Mhm.
business. Like you can get you a t-shirt brand going and be a millionaire. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I do want to expand as an artist. I want to expand my clothing line and just push different other parts of my career as well. So yeah, modeling is definitely one of them.
Good. I'm glad. Like as like you said, like I feel like as artists, we have to wear many different hats and we have to be, like business women and like ad agents and our own managers. Like, do you find
Yeah,
like it's important as an artist to wear many different hats and try different fields?
you have to, man. Like you have to because um I'm not saying like everything is a one in a million. You know what I'm saying? Like even right now to this day, like if it was 10 years from now and I was to only be making like 20,000 a month off music, like I'll be satisfied. But I'm in a fashion world making almost like you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
50,000. Like everything matters. Like I feel like when you have that creative ability, you use every part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a big part of it. Like music is good. I'm not saying it's not. It's not. So I love music. I would never stop doing music, even if like I'm doing local music for the rest of whatever I got to do. Music is always going to be somehow incorporated in there. But I am a woman of many hats, like in many business plans and multiple different endeavors of my careers. Like I have a lot of different things that I want to do. Like I want to act.
Please, no,
I want to act. Like
please.
I do want to act.
Good.
Yes. Like I want to do everything. Like I'm telling you, like I've been into like entertainment my entire life. Like I've been a dancer my whole life. Like I've been in cheerleading my whole life. I've been gymnastics, plays, choir. Like I've been in all type of stuff my whole life. Like that's all I do. So it's like if I could do that and make careers out of all of them, I would.
Good. I'm glad. I think you should go into acting. I feel like everybody should go into acting. At least
At
once.
least
At
one
least go to an
time.
acting class. But also I'm a film major, so that's what I will always say first is
Yeah.
everybody should go into acting. Um Kind of going off of that, I want to learn like some of your music inspirations. Who inspires you out there that's making music?
Okay, so first, I just want to shout out Deja Loaf. I love her with my whole heart. Deja, I love you. I love Deja Loaf because she's like she sticks to herself. Like even I feel like even when her label tries to create this person, like she sticks to herself and she makes music for the ambitious and for the hustlers. Like, and it's not a lot of women out here that make music for hustlers. Like it's very seldom you run into women that are real hustlers for real too. And I'm not saying like people that know how to make money. I mean like hustlers. Like you will miss out on sleep to get to it. Like you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's me. Like I'm gonna get to it by any means necessary. Like you know what I'm saying? And when I hear her music, it just motivates me to be my free stuff. Like be exactly who you want to be and do it the exact way that you want to do it.
Yeah.
And when you hear the lyrics, it explains it all. Like it just explains it all. And then I did tell you Missy Elliott. I love Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
Like I'll sit and watch Missy Elliott videos all day. And I know that's kind of funny because it's like, girl, what? But she's an
Mhm.
artist. She's an artist. Like she's a real artist. She's not no rapper. She's not no singer. Like she be doing everything. Like, and it's a work of art. Like even when she was in
Mhm.
movies, like it's just a work of art. I love art. Like I love the artistry of Missy Elliott. And then I love Sexy Red. Like I'm gonna love Sexy Red forever. Like that young current lady says she gonna make it known like who the hood hottest princess is. Period. And she really been standing on business. Like she is who she is. Like she don't. I love people who are organic and are them. Like, don't allow what you around or what other people say about you to change you. Like, you just comfortable with who you are. And I feel like that comes from me going through what I went through as like early on, as I was stating about my confidence and not feeling so secure as a younger child. I feel like now I've become so confident. It's like I love confidence. Like I love the sight of confidence, a confident woman, a confident man. I just love confidence. Like
Yeah.
it's everything, and it shows. Like, you know what I'm saying? So those are my people right now.
Oh, I love that. I'm like, insecurity to me always comes from like this pressure to be like a conformist or conform to a certain like look.
Yeah.
And I think it's beautiful that three artists that you talked about are like so individual and talk about like the beauty of just being exactly who you are. I think that's fantastic. Going
And
off
then
of
like
that.
even with the dressing, like Missy Elliott, she had it. Like she a costume woman. It's not a like videos, it's costume. We are putting on a show. This is not about who looks the cutest. Like, I got a video coming up where we're gonna be in an insane asylum.
Ooh.
Like, it's going down. Like,
I love that.
like, I really want to put like I want it to be like real art. Like I'm trying to show the real art of it. I don't want, like, I feel like music nowadays, it done got so lost, and it lost its meaning a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has a music ability, but everybody can't be an artist. Artistry is so much different. That's why I preach artistry so much. Like, anybody that asks me anything about music when it comes to me, I'm an artist. Like, I have so many levels to it. Like, and it is so many levels to it.
I love that. Kind of going off, I don't know if these are going to be the same answers, but who's your dream person to collaborate with and to work with?
Okay, so I really, really, really want to work with. See, I hate these. I don't really know if I like these type of questions. I be like, I don't know. I really want to work. I do want to work with Sexy Red. I love Sexy Red. I would love to have a feature with Sexy Red, and I'm gonna smoke the feature. Like, she ain't even gonna see it coming. I would say locally, I do want to give a local that I want to work with. I say locally, I want to work with. I don't really know.
That's okay.
I know. I don't know. Locally, I would say Maya AP. I do like Maya AP. She's a local. She's from Michigan, but she lives in Atlanta right now. I love her. Locally, I would love to work with her. If you have some time, you should look her up. She's great.
You said Maya
AP. Yeah, I work with her. I did say I work with Dave Lowe. I don't really work with anybody. Like, you send me an open, or if I send you an open and you want to do it, let's get busy. Like, I'm working with everybody. The men, the women, everybody. I don't pick sides. I ain't choosing. I'm about the music.
I also want to talk about, you're such an engaging performer. I saw a little clip when I was scrolling through your Instagram of when you performed at Wild Hair. I don't know when that was, but do you have like a specific ritual before you perform that you do?
No, I be nervous as hell. That's really it. Like, and I told you, like, it's somebody else. That's not me. Like, I don't know. It'd be like a whole different like vibe. Like, when I touch the microphone, it's like a whole shift. Like, it just be happening. Like, it just be happening. And it's so funny because it's like that with anything I do. Like, I do anything to my best ability. Like, when I used to be on the dance team, it just to go down. Like, everybody's like, oh my God, like, you just be so in it. Like, yeah, it'd be like that. I don't know. It's just me. Yeah, like, I don't have nothing specifically that I do. Like, I do pray. I love God. God is the head of my life always. I keep God first in everything. So I do pray because I do want anything I do, I want God to be the head of it, because that's how it becomes successful. Like, that's how keeping God first is how everything becomes successful. So I do keep God first in everything I do. And I just go for it. Like, I bring my people outside. My people know the lyrics. And the Wild Hair, everybody know my songs at the Wild Hair. So it's gonna be a show every time.
Yeah, kind of talking about like the community that you have. How important is, your followers and your supporters and your community to you?
I love my followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, them really my friends. Like, my followers is my friends for real. Like, I'm on Instagram like every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? And it's, and like I be telling people, like I got some friends that don't understand the Instagram thing, but like when it becomes work, it becomes different. Like because it really is work. Like every day I'm waking up, I'm building for something. Like every day I wake up, I'm pushing this page for something. It's not just, oh, I want to be on Instagram. No, I have an image. Like, you know what I'm saying? So um it's very important to me. I love engaging with my followers. I done met some great people off Instagram. Like a lot of people I done met is really off Instagram. Like a lot of my friends and stuff
Mhm.
that I even have right now to this day is from Instagram. Like, and my supporters are crazy. Like every drop they do it. Like I'll be sometimes like, okay, yeah. No, every drop they do it. Like even if they ain't tapped in on the pictures and the trailers, when I drop a video with some music or a little snippet to a video with some music, they do it every time. So it's like I
No,
love
I
them.
saw
They're my
the love
people.
in the comments. I was like, you've got
They
great.
love me.
Yeah,
My
they
my cameraman was
do.
like, oh, your supporters love you. Everybody say that. Even when I had shot like a microphone performance with B Shooter, it's a cameraman, a local Chicago cameraman or whatever. He like, yeah, your supporters going crazy in the comments. Like, cause I had them all like I did this thing where I had did a trailer and I had everybody tag him in the comments because I was trying to get his attention to do like his live from the hive thing that
Mhm.
he had going on. He ended up giving me a whole discounted thing because it was like 150 people in the first hour and a half that was like tagging him. It was
Wow.
going crazy. Like he was like, it's 150. They was tagging him all night. Even after he gave me the discounted video, they still was tagging
They
him.
said, do it for free. Do it
I'm
for free.
like, oh my God. Yeah, they be showing love though. I mess with them. I can't wait to grow it more. This is the year of promotion. It's gonna grow even more, and all the people that's gonna come is gonna be even better. It's gonna be great.
No, I'm excited. I know you also do a TikTok too. How has TikTok helped you?
I love TikTok. You know, I haven't been as consistent since COVID, only because like I'm a very busy woman.
No,
Like
you said you had
I live
two
in my
jobs.
own. Like I take care of myself. Look, I be out here having to make money for this stuff, so I be busy a lot. But I do want to get my content creating back going because I get paid from TikTok and it's not a lot, but it be decent. So I know if I get consistent with it, it'll get even better. Even with Instagram Reels, especially because
Mhm.
I done been viral a few times on TikTok, like, and it's cool. Like you know what I'm saying, be fun. You know, you get a hit and miss crowd with TikTok sometimes, but I would say all publicity is good publicity with it.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah.
I want to kind of go into like, how do you define yourself as an artist? What do you try to bring to like every work environment that you're a part of?
I try to bring the vibes. I'm
Yes.
telling you, like I just try to bring the vibes. Like I'm not. Like I said, I have 9 brothers, so I don't like all the like no, like I don't know. But like if it's ever like too much, like I'm gonna be like, hi, like what's up? I love the vibes. I love good vibes. No, for real. Like I don't like weird vibes. I don't like female hidden competition vibes. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of that out here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not one for it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not in no competition with nobody. Like I feel like everybody's time is gonna come, even if my time is 5 years from now. Whatever you are consistent in is gonna be blessed. Even if it's blessed to the capacity that it's supposed to be blessed at. Like whatever you're supposed to be doing is gonna manifest for you. So I'm a good vibe type of person. Like I bring the liquor, I bring the fun, I bring the laughter.
Mhm.
Everybody's gonna if you're around me, everybody laughing. Period. Like
Yeah.
we gonna laugh all night actually. Like Ariel, shut up. Like be quiet for real, cause you playing too much. Like I play all day. Like I'm so silly. Like I'm really silly. I laugh all day, and I'm just a good time.
No, I love that. It's very infectious too. Because like the second we started,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I feel good. I don't feel nervous anymore. Like we could just
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Like
It's always gonna be good vibes. I
no,
promise.
exactly. I kind of want to talk about too, like, as an artist, you've like obviously like overcome a lot of obstacles. I want to talk about like, like how have you faced the challenges and grown from obstacles that you faced in this industry?
Um, I would say like um the, the obstacle of like the growing artist versus the popular artist is very hard. It sometimes makes you want to quit. I'm not gonna lie. Because I've been in multiple rooms where it's like until I touch the mic. Like, I don't have to turn down shows. Like, I don't got booked for a show. Like, and multiple shows that I get booked for, people reach out to me. Like, I don't charge fees right now because I just don't. I'm not in a position to like be charging people a lot. But I people reach out to me like, can you come perform at the show? Because I'm an awesome performer. People love it. So as long as the person reaching out to me, I'm gonna go. But I don't been in positions where I'll go and people come in that's a little more popular than me or have like 2 or 3 thousand more followers than me. But yeah, they're not rocking the stage like me, of course. And that's not no shade. That's just real life facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the popularity versus the upcoming. Like, I feel like it don't be respect. Like, you know what I'm saying, on the fact that I'm out here spending bread. Like, I spend money. I done had to put so much money. I don't have to write off stuff for music because I don't spend so much money with this stuff. So it's like I just don't like sometimes like when somebody's more popular or like when somebody have a little more. It's like sometimes you could be overlooked and it's very discouraging. Like I was at a show like, yeah, I'm not going on. Please, can you perform? Can you perform? You told me I was gonna be third. You got me going number 20, and you asked me to come here. This is my gift at the end of the day. Like, you didn't appreciate me being here, so I'm just gonna support your show. I'm not performing. Like, I don't have to do that multiple times. And it's like I just value myself enough to know my worth in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
And even if somebody more popular or whatever, I'm working hard every day for this. Like, they got it. You know what I'm saying? So I sometimes don't like that it don't be respect on the up and coming. But you gotta keep on going. Like, you can't let that defeat you, or you can't let that keep you from pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing, because you will never get nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But yeah, sometimes they don't be wanting to put respect on your name, but I'm gonna make them put respect on my name for sure.
No, I love that.
For sure.
To kind of like, not to change the subject, but I realized I listed the questions like this. I wanted to hear about your trip to Cancun, Mexico, because I saw that in the videos. I know it's a completely different place, but I did want to talk about it.
I love Mexico.
Yeah, like your photos look
that was
amazing.
My birthday. It was so lit. Like, the birthday trip was crazy. Like, it was crazy. First of all, I had a party before I left. Mm-hmm. I went to Mexico May 4th. I had a party May 3rd. I had a party, and all my friends outside, we had a good time. I left the party at like 2:30 and had a flight at 3:45. Oh, wow. Like, my mama picked us up. We zoomed into the airport. I went to sleep in Chicago, woke up in Mexico, literally. Like, I had a ball, though. It's my 25th birthday. I was out there with my mom, my best friend, my sister. My sister, Karen, her birthday's the day before mine, so we always do stuff together or whatever. We had a great time, though. It was good. It was good.
I know I saw you guys like zipline. Were you on a cruise or something?
No, I went to a resort. I was at a resort. Yeah.
And it looked
I did zipline. I ziplined. I did ATV riding. We did the party boat. It was a lot going on. They had parties on the resort every night. Yep. Like, it was karaoke. It was a lot going on. It was crazy.
My dream. I'm
great food. Food was.
I bet. Like, I'm dreaming for when I gotta go back to Cancun. Yes. No, I'm graduating soon, so I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, I want to. Let's be honest, I don't have the money for that, but I want to go.
Though, like, I'm really traveling. Like my goal for my 25th year was to take 3 trips, and I'm working on my 3 trips literally right now. Like, I went to Mexico. I'm going to Atlanta for Halloween. Oh, I'm going to New York at the beginning of December. Like, we're going to the Dominican Republic in June. Like, that's all I'm on. That's all I'm on. Travel.
That is amazing. That's amazing. I think travel is like so important, especially to like get introduced to different cultures and different ways of life. Do you find that like traveling has inspired you a lot, like as an artist?
It does. And also I feel like it shows you different parts of the world. Like, when I went to Mexico, I never knew how fortunate we were out here. Like, we're really, really fortunate out here. It's some stuff they just like they don't have out there. Like, their money value is so much different. Like it's just totally different. Like, even on their streets, like their neighborhood streets, they don't have like the proper structures, buildings and things. It's stuff they build by themselves, and all that. Like, of course, we was in the upscale part. We was like we was at a built resort. But like, once you go into their neighborhood, it's like nothing like how you will see in your own neighborhood. So it just kind of be like a reality of how people really live outside the U.S. And that's my favorite part too, because it just exposes you to so much different, like the stores, like everything was just so, like the gas station was crazy. I'm like, oh Lord, where are we? But it was cool. Like it's cool to see other parts of the world and see how they live versus how we live. You will never know what's out here.
Yeah. To talk about like also we talked about how you started in 2022 and now it's 2024. Like I want to kind of talk about like how have you seen yourself change in the last 2 years?
I would say in the last 2 years, I've become more serious, like about my craft. And I know what I want. Like, it's like I know what I want. Like when I first started doing music, I wouldn't say I was in a box, but I launched as like a Chicago artist. Like I launched like you know what I'm saying, like the remixes to a lot of Chicago artist songs, like a lot of treacherous music. Like I'm a trench baby. I'm from the trenches, but I didn't grow up to be in the trenches, like if that makes sense. Like I wasn't, like my mama protected me from a lot with
Mhm.
that. I was a well fortunate child. Like I wasn't really for the struggle. Like so it's like I didn't want to categorize myself as that. So it's like after a while of dropping music, you can't tell a person, like my cameraman B Shooter told me this. He said, you can't tell a person how to
Mhm.
perceive you. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell a person, oh, look at me and tell that I'm not from the church. Somebody probably hear me like, oh, she's from the churches. Like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Which I am, but that's not my upbringing. My upbringing wasn't treacherous. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference. So it's like I learned who I wanted to be. I learned what I wanted to talk about. I learned what category of art I want to present myself in, who I
Yeah.
want to present myself as, and become more mature behind it and stand on it. And also, I feel like I was more of a tomboy when I started. Like it's like I'm kind of getting more into my
Mhm.
womanhood and my feminine energy. So it's like that was a shift too. Because at first it was like little boy, like you know what I'm saying? Because I do give little boys sometimes. You know, I like I said, I have 9 brothers,
Yeah.
so sometimes it's gonna come out. Like it's gonna come out. But the older I get, it's like I get more into my feminine energy. So it's like I've just grown to learn who I want to be, and I'm confident about it now. So it's like I know what to do with it.
I love that. And kind of going like how do you want to be in the next 2 years? What do you want to see from yourself in the next 2 years?
In the next 2 years, I want to launch my business. I want to launch my clothing line in the next 2 years. I know I want to launch my. As far as music, I'm just gonna keep dropping consistently like I do. I have a scheduling for it. I do want to push promotion more. So I feel like in music, I already got a good motion going on. I just got to be consistent with it and do a little more promoting, and I feel like it'll be great. But I do want to get my clothing line out there, and I want to
Mm.
network harder and smarter. Like I want to travel more for
Yeah.
my crafts. Like I want to get in bigger rooms. I just want to expand my
Yeah.
brand. Like make my brand even bigger than what it is. Cause I would say for my little fan base, we pretty decent over here. Like we do good. But you know, it's always room for growth. So I just want to grow my brand and become the best that I can be.
Yeah. I think that's so exciting because I know earlier you talked about, you were going to like a modeling gig in New York. I think it's
Yeah.
it's so important. I'm excited to see, during your travels
Yeah.
of going to New York and you opening up your brand as well, your clothing brand, like where that's going to bring you too. Like
Yeah.
I'm
And
excited
then
for
like,
you.
you know, just who you never know who you'll bump into out there. Like I'm gonna take some of my merch with me. Like I'm gonna try to, see if I can find some models out there. Like just do some fun stuff. Like I want everything to I want it to be fun. Like I don't want, because sometimes music for me becomes so stressful.
Mm,
Even right now, I'm putting my mixtape together. I've taken a break into after my Atlanta trip. I'm like, I'm not gonna worry about my mixtape or anything today, because sometimes it just gets a little
yeah.
overwhelming when you want something to be so perfect. You know what I'm saying? And you have to take a step back and have some fun with it. Like I want all my projects to be fun. I want everything to be a a breath of fresh air. Like I already have a lot going on with my real career, like my career outside of music. Not my real career, because music is my real career, but as in like my day to day career. Like it's already something I don't really want to do. I'm already out here struggling. I want my career to be fun, and I want it to bring me peace and bring me joy. So I'm just whenever it's not giving me that, I'm just gonna take a step off of it. Like it's always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And find the love in it again, find the fun in it again. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I have to do to do that, that's what I'm gonna do. Always.
I think that's so smart because then you won't get burnt out like
Mm.
faster. You know,
Mm.
like you'll kind of avoid that too. And I think going
Yeah.
to Atlanta, like I was very fortunate. I got to go to Atlanta and Memphis for like we did a road trip over the summer to get to my grandpa's in Texas, and I got to
Yeah.
go to Memphis for a day and Atlanta for a day. And between like the music, the food, and the art scene, I was like, I feel like I can make anything right now. Like I'm so
No,
inspired by
for real.
this. So like after your trip, you're gonna come back, and I know it's gonna be a lot easier
Yeah.
to look back at that mixtape.
And then like I have friends out there now. Like I'm currently making my transition to the other city. But I have friends out there. Like my friends really want me to come out there and start working. Um, I don't feel like I'll leave Chicago forever, but I do feel like I want to tour, just tour around the world and tour around the city to see where they really messing with me at. Like people love when people come to different cities and have music that's good. Like oh, who is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? The accent it grabs the attention
Mhm.
instantly because we have accents to people that are in other places. Like, I'm just ready to see how far it takes me. I'm gonna do a showcase when I'm in Atlanta. I'm gonna do one showcase out there, but I'm really going out there on vacation.
Mhm.
But I am gonna do one showcase. My friends convinced me to do one and maybe shoot a video.
Cool. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And like one of my final questions for you is what do you want to be known for as an artist?
I just want to be known for that girl. That's that girl. That's that girl. Like, and I know that's really vague, but that's really it. Like, I want to be known as the artist that was true to herself, like, and did everything that she wanted and stood on business about everything she wanted. I just want to be true to myself, and I want to have a great time while doing it, and I just want everybody else that's around me to feel the same way, feel like they that girl, get that vibes from everything that they hear me say. You know what I'm saying? Mrs. Pop Your Shit as they call me. But yeah, like I wanna be that girl. I wanna be my the I wanna be in my fullest potential. Like that's my biggest goal, and everybody else that listens to me too to feel the same way about themselves too.
I love that. And one of our final questions, what does ambitious mean to you?
Um, I feel like for me being ambitious is going after it, even if you don't know if it's like going to
Mm-hmm.
work out for you. Like, even if you feel like this ain't gonna work. Like I've been doing it, I've been hitting every time I do it, it's not going nowhere, whatever. You just keep going. Like, just keep going, keep fighting with it, keep fighting with it. Because, like I said earlier, anything that you're consistent with is gonna be
Yeah.
done.
And finally, I want you to plug like where can people find you? What do you have going on? Like talk about your clothing brand. I want everybody that's watching and watching later to know where to find you and what you got going on next.
Okay. So I am Arie Destany. That's Arie Destiny with the Destany. Yes, that's my real name. That's my middle name. It's Destiny with the A. It's all together. If you want to find me, you can look me up on any platform. I'm on there. Put all the letters together. Nothing is spaced out. I do have my mixtape Arie versus Arie Destiny dropping May 7th, 2025. I'm working on that right now. My clothing line Touche Couture will be dropping real soon. Stay tuned for that. Um, and yeah, like I got two videos dropping this year. Maybe one in November and the last one in December when I go to New York. And yeah, just stay tuned for all the, future projects that I got going on and the mixtape. And I am gonna be dropping documentary episodes, putting together my mixtape. So
Really?
stay tuned for that. It's gonna be crazy. My mom's first time in the studio is gonna be crazy.
No, I love that. A little behind the scenes. Are you also doing like documentary stuff about like your personal life as well, kind of mixed in?
Yes, so I am gonna have a narrator, like kind of a narrator in a sense, and I'm gonna have my cameraman do a lot of like piecing together. He has a lot of ideas for
Mm-hmm.
it. We do have a meeting when I come back home because I'm really not doing nothing after my trip. I'm trying to enjoy this trip. But
Oh
when I
yeah.
come home, we do have some meetings about it. I really want to just show my creative process,
Mm-hmm.
like with my documentaries, because I'm a different type of person in the studio. Like I go in the studio with full creative direction. Like I know exactly what I want to get done. So I just want to show my creative direction. I want to bring some different people in. Like I'm having my brothers one episode, my mom, my stepdad one episode. My dad is actually featured on my mixtape.
Really?
So
Fantastic.
yes, so it's stunning like my daddy, featuring my dad. And so I'm gonna have that episode of us creating that song and putting it together, and getting a little info about how he started music because I actually don't know that.
Oh,
Like I actually don't know when did he get involved in it. Nothing. I just know he do it. So I do want to get more background with my dad's music background if he knew somebody to do it or watched it. So yeah, I'm gonna put together my documentary and drop it on YouTube so it's gonna always be something I can go back and watch, like my first project that I put together.
I'm so excited for you with that. Like I'm a really, really big documentary like person. And I think that's
Yeah.
fantastic. Like it's gonna give people like a front row seat to your creative process and your family and your
Yeah, and
background.
who I really am, because
Yeah.
until you sit and talk to a person, all they hear is your lyrics.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of people that really think Arie Destany is who I am every day, and it's not. Like I am that girl, that's me. But I'm a very like once it comes to everyday real life, like I'm a very different type of person. So I just I want to give a little more of Arie to the world because I feel like the world know exactly who Arie Destany is. I gave them that. I want to show both. That's why the project is Arie versus Arie Destany because it's gonna give them that.
Yeah. I think that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much. It was lovely to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
I appreciate it. This is my first
Really?
interview.
Oh my God. Wait.
Yes.
Round of applause for you. You did fantastic. Oh my God.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well,
You
this was amazing.
did too. You did so
Oh,
great.
thank you. I'm so tired. I came right from work today, so I'm glad
Yeah.
it was good.
I appreciate it so much for having me on
Yeah.
here, guys. It was great.
And everybody, please go follow Arie Destany. It was amazing to get to talk to you. And I'm looking
Thank
forward
you so
to
much.
future interviews for you in the future. I can't wait. This is the first interview, but you have many, many more in your future. So
Thank
congratulations.
you so much. I appreciate that.
Of course, yeah. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.